Oh, man. Sorry, everybody. I really do apologize. I appreciate those who came on time. I really am sorry. I don't know what is going on with my CPU, but it's just like... It's just old. It's just old. So, I'm going to wait until I see Adam and Mr. Mouse back before I answer their questions. But again, I apologize for the shit. Like, what the hell, man? My CPU is just frying. I think it's done. So fucking frustrating. It can't even stream a game. Like, what the hell? I don't have the money to buy a new one. Anyway, so to get into it, Mr. Mouse, I would say my favorite map is from BO3. It's definitely Zetsubo. I do like Horizon Drac and Gorod. I love the boss fight in Gorod a lot. I think it's really great. Black Ops 4, it's a little different. It's a little different. I don't necessarily hate the game, but it was definitely not as good, you know? Definitely not at all. So, I think we're back in business. And you were saying Gorod's your favorite, so you'll have to be honest with me if I fuck up the review. Let's... Well, it may not happen if this computer crashes. That's going to be very unfortunate. Man, I spent all morning setting everything up so there would be no issues, and then I swear this happens to me every time I try to do something and be prepared. Anyway, yeah, I'm actually, to be honest, the two hardest maps of this review process has been with Gorod and Horizon Drac. I don't know why. I think it's because I like those maps so much, and I'm finding that during this process of writing reviews for games that there's so much. I mean, this sounds obvious, but there's so much more that goes into it than I ever really realized for a review, and I always question it, and I want to make sure that I'm like representing all sides and being fair, and it's not easy. It's not necessarily hard either, because it's just entertainment, but I like to, you know, break this kind of crap down, and yeah, I don't know. It's just a good time. Okay. Well, we'll play for a little bit, a couple minutes, let the stream get ahead in case there's any BS in it. And Adam, I don't know if you're out there anymore, Adam, but
a little learning is
yeah, I mean,
dangerous
I
thing.
still was
Drink
talking to
deep,
them for a little while, but at the
taste not
towards
Pierian spring.
when I was leaving LA,
So goes the pollen.
yeah, so yeah, Adam, when I was leaving LA, I was like really
Understand its
into
meaning.
school, and I wasn't really friends with them anymore. I mean, two of them lived really far
I
away
have drunk
past,
so
like
deeply
around where we shot
that
that
my
music
every
video.
fiber
They lived all the way out
aches
there.
with the
So
pain of what has been.
I never really saw them, and it sucked. But I was miserable. I was miserable in LA. I do not like it out there. I did not like it out there. The people I was friends with, and I felt like I was just getting treated like crap by everybody, and it was sucky. So I moved back to Ohio.
I stand alone. Surely Richtofen has not somehow tricked me in. Shouldering this burden. That is exactly kind of thing he would do.
But I see that you're still doing music videos and stuff. Dude, you're so good with a camera. It's like I've really been getting into videography and stuff, and like I try to shoot things, but dude, there's just it's because I don't have enough practice, which is fine. But yeah, I really want to film like mini documentaries and stuff. Like my friend started.
Whatever has become of my former allies,
he makes like
I must follow
clothes
guidance
for
of
professional
Primorium.
like athletes and stuff.
There is much to do.
And so I wanted to make like a little mini
undone.
film interview documentary thing, and I just want to practice and get good with cameras. Eventually, what I would really like to do, man, is make a YouTube channel or just some sort of company
It's not my day to
where it's kind of like the slow-mo guys, like just like super high production filming like just weird stuff in slow-mo, or like, you know, 8K red cameras filming just like weird experiments, crap like that. I think it would be funny. What's going on, man? Yeah, so unfortunately, this stream is it
Only
didn't really
within
go
my
as
possession
planned
can we
because my
take steps that
CPU
must be
is
taken.
older. It's really funny that I think about it. My CPU is older than most of my friends' children. So that's so I definitely need one of those. I can't handle playing a video.
To USSR if needs be.
Granted, I'm trying to stream and play at the same time, which is really hard for it. Yeah, I just love, dude, I didn't realize like how much I liked videography until I started. Bro, I can't watch it. It makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. For those of you wondering what Adam and I are talking about, I used to be one of the most famous musicians on the planet, and Adam was one of the most, well, is the most famous videographer on the planet, and he helped me film a music video. It's called Better Off. It's on this channel when I did music. I actually have a full EP that I never released, because I wanted to film. I had this huge music video idea, dude, that you and I wanted to film with you, man. It was gonna be a game. The premise was a gambling scene, but with Monopoly and like board games. So I was gonna hire actually a suicide girl. I had like her all lined up. She was just wanted money, and her name was something Plum, like Plum Suicide or something. She had purple hair, and I was gonna have her be a housemaid and dress in like scantily clad clothes, and we were gonna have a bunch of people playing board games with like cash, and they were gonna be arguing and drinking, and there was gonna be like fake drugs and booze all over the place, and then this maid was going to be watching us play, and at the end she was going to be the one that actually was bad, and she was gonna kill all of us and take all the money. And I was gonna rent like Mercedes and shit. Like I had it in nice limousines. I had it all lined up. My band just crapped out on me, man. All those guys that were in the band, like for Better Off and stuff, that project, the solo project, they just crapped out on me. And then John didn't want to be my friend anymore. It was all really weird. It was all very, like, I was really depressed. It sucked. But yeah, I can't watch the video. It makes me sad. Thinking about how I don't play music anymore and stuff. It's really sad. All right, so we got a couple minutes before the event starts, which I'm sure it's going to be filled with fluff. So I'm going to switch over at about 1:03.
Never enough ammunition.
And thank you guys for listening to me talk about my past. I know you care so much. But yeah, if you guys don't like, if you guys don't know, you should check out Adam's channel. He does a lot of rap music videos, and he's just such a creative filmographer. Filmographer? I don't know if that's a word. He's just a really creative guy. You guys should check him out. And a lot of those artists that he works with are like really good too. But yeah, so that's my life. Well, I appreciate it, man. I would love to work with you again in some capacity. I think it'd be really fun.
I've not felt pain like this since quitting vodka.
I was dating this girl for a long time, for 5 years, dude. I met her right like after
low
we put
ammo.
out the
They
music
just need
video and
chronorium.
stuff. And not right after, but shortly after. And she and I basically quit music to like be with this person, and she didn't like me. She treated me like crap. And I just was like, well, if I'm gonna be in a serious relationship, I should probably focus on school.
Uh-oh, look out below.
And so I was pre-med and crap. Like I was gonna be a doctor. Like, I'm not saying that being a doctor is bad, but I just
Stink pigs are making other
I don't know, dude. I'm just like a creative type, and that's just what I like. I need to own my own business and be creative. And I'm just taking everything I've learned from the music industry and applying it to content creation. That's just my outlook. Oh, right. Zombie killing. Okay, so we got 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. I made it to round 5. My plan this morning, guys, was to stream for like 45 minutes. 30 to 45 minutes. And
I thought Americans made better equipment.
yeah. And I ended up streaming for like 5 minutes. We get to round 5. My CPU just can't handle it. I'm gonna need to get like a way better PC. I'm just waiting for 3080s to come out. Dude, you would not make me cry about her. I do get nostalgic about
Sparky is good name for dog. Yes.
I do get nostalgic about the music and like
What is Crawler doing
trip,
up
dude.
there?
So, for those in the chat that are listening, and perhaps caring or not caring, I just have to tell you this funny story before I vent on about my girlfriend and we switch to
More of the cat person.
But frickin' Adam I didn't know him yet, and we go to film our music video, and I just don't know him well at all yet, and he starts trolling me that he's this like diva And he convinces me that he only wants to eat at like certain restaurants and shit. He's like, oh, I only eat at Red Lobster. Because I was broke, I didn't have money, so I was just gonna get us food at Walmart and stuff. And he's like, oh, I can only eat like the finest at Red Lobster. And dude, I fell for it like a fucking idiot. God, that was so hilarious. I'll never forget that.
Souvenir of America.
Just driving by you in the other car and just laughing at me. It was so funny. But yeah, so no, she and I just didn't get along. For 3 years, she basically just hung out with her friends, and I just was in school alone. She left me alone pretty much all the time. She was a pretty terrible partner. All right, guys, we got to round 7 on Nuketown. So we're gonna pause this real quick. I'm just gonna hop over to the other. Whoop, there we go. Let's see what we got going on here. Wow, Vaughn's not looking too hot.
Reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. On behalf of the teams at Treyarch and Raven and all our development partners across the world, thank you for joining us. Today, we do a little recon across all Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. The world, the missions, the weapons, the characters, and the systems. And you know, we'll make some fun announcements along the way.
Gotta love
From here
Vaughn.
on out, we talk directly
Let me know if the
to
volume's
you,
good or bad
the
or
best fans in gaming.
whatever.
Joining me throughout the show is a big cast of characters from across the studio, along with some of your
I'm so
favorite
pumped,
Call of Duty
guys.
content creators and streamers.
Thank you guys for listening to my
One
past.
thing
I
you've
know
come to
no one gives a
expect
shit
from the
about
Black Ops
that.
game is that we are never quite satisfied with
But
the
Adam,
status
you
quo.
rule.
We are always looking for a way to do it better. But some things shouldn't change, and for every multiplayer game we make, one thing hasn't: how we start things off. This is the worldwide debut of the Black Ops Cold War multiplayer trailer.
I don't really like Warzone, no. I don't like the gameplay mechanics in multiplayer or in Modern Warfare. God damn it. Sorry. Turn the resolution up for you. Oh,
Threat
shit.
neutralized.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
We're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books
Operate in the shadows.
to keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the world.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami?
Let them come.
This looks fucking sick.
Big Papa took the war around. Jack no love for the other side. Only repercussions in your mouth. Spit clip all the time. Big Papa took the war around. Roll flows, and that's how it goes.
Go, go, go!
They're gonna have both hands being able to be used, just like in Black Ops 4 and
Secure the sub.
Modern Warfare.
I'll take care of this.
I'm glad they're bringing back swimming. This looks so good. Every map looks different and unique. That's another reason I don't like Modern Warfare.
Soviet convoy disabled.
Blankets confirmed. Snuggling confirmed.
I'll drive.
Yeah, I will after the trailer.
Big Papa took the war around. And that's how it goes.
Alright, the RC cars are coming. Dude, look at how beautiful these maps are.
Yo, over here!
Are vehicles gonna be in multiplayer? Very strange. I'm down to try that. It is a very good trailer. These 5 maps look amazing. Wow. That was fucking badass. Yeah, so if for those who aren't totally familiar, basically the main core mechanics between Modern Warfare, the differentiating aspects of it in Modern Warfare versus like the other Black Ops games, Treyarch versus Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward makes Modern Warfare, and Treyarch is who we're watching. They make Black Ops series. The core mechanics, they've really shifted them in Modern Warfare to make them more casual, player friendly. So there's a lot of camping. The gameplay is not as fast. There's a lot of things that I do like about Modern Warfare, the way the guns feel, things like that. But the way that I don't know, man. Some of it's just the way it feels. It just doesn't feel great. But there's just little things that I don't really like about the game. The quick time to kill is I'm not a big fan of. The slower movement, I'm not really a fan of. Things like that. Treyarch tends to be a faster paced Call of Duty with longer times to kill. I don't like it too long like they had in Black Ops 4, but apparently it's a little less than that. It's going to be in between Modern Warfare and Black Ops 4. Also, I'm a big zombies fan. There's no zombies in this year's iteration of Call of Duty. There will be in this game. So things like that just fundamentally are different from a gameplay standard, gameplay mechanics standard, just the vision of the game. All those things come into play is why I don't like it. So I'll continue on with this.
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
All right, so that's coming out in a month. That's cool. Or the beta is.
You just saw it. This is an unapologetically Cold War game set in the 80s, but it's still a Black Ops game. And for over a decade, we built our multiplayer experiences atop a core set of guiding principles. They form our pillars. Deniable operations that deploy around the world. Signature combat tailored to how you play. Connected experiences that deliver free, robust, ongoing content and integrate deeply into the next evolution of Warzone. Today, we're going to explore each of these facets of multiplayer. We're going to show you how this globe-trotting, cinematically connected experience is our most immersive yet. And then, we're going to show it to you in a way we never could before, with a little help from some friends. First up, the bedrock of Black Ops.
This game is supposed to take place after Black Ops 1.
These are the places in multiplayer
and have kind of
a
similar feel to Warzone, but faster paced like Black Ops 4. So it's going to be a nice mixed bag, I think.
The Cold War we set out to build
this game is set up so high. There's really no way it can fail unless Treyarch just ultimately fucks up super hard.
And story and gameplay. Chaotic and always confidential, deniable ops lie at the heart of multiplayer, raising the bar while creating a clear and unique narrative that influences every bit of our world building. For Black Ops Cold War, that world building drove each multiplayer level in 2 ways. With the signature level design you've come to expect, and by pushing the visual bar and immersing players into a narrative of unfolding events.
That's cool.
The fight to recover a downed satellite in the Central African desert, battles that unfold on the neon-soaked streets of Miami's famed South Beach. Deniable ops are the Black Ops stories inspired by history, but forgotten by the history books.
So if you guys haven't seen the leaked gameplay from the Miami, some YouTuber accidentally leaked the gameplay for the footage of the Miami map. The Miami map, I think, looks so awesome. So again, if you haven't seen it, you start off in buildings in the city street, but then you can go into the ocean and onto the sand. So you're on the like hotel shoreline and you get to experience like 2 different mediums simultaneously with that awesome 80s neon feel, the nice ray tracing, so all the lights are going to reflect off of the puddles and the water. Oh my, it's going to be such a cool map. Like people are complaining and saying it looks bad. I don't understand how you can say it looks bad. It looks fucking sick.
We've selected 5 maps
Sine
to give you
waves.
a small taste of the range of deniable ops awaiting in multiplayer.
I mean, that's a
Every day
big
you'll see
reason
them
why I'm
play.
buying it, but I
Here's
do
a
want to
few
give
of
the
my
campaign a
teammates to
try.
share what they love most from how they were made.
My name is Brittany Beidelman. I'm a level designer.
Women in gaming? What? I thought this was only for men.
I'm Kendall Snow, associate level designer.
I'm Brittany Perello, producer.
I'm Matt Kutris, senior level designer.
In Satellite, a top secret American recon satellite
Has lost power and crashed in the deserts of
Yeah,
Venezuela.
100% Vice City, dude.
With higher
I love
DJI
that
forces
game. It's so
closing in,
good.
Now it's a race to secure the crash site.
What I love about Satellite is the fact that it's just this amazing natural space.
Because larger maps have more components, we can apply more details into maps like Satellite, which make them feel even more natural. The Satellite
This map looks like that DLC map from Black Ops 4 where there was like ice and these green mountains. It was like Iceland or something.
Usually playing one of two ways. All in, full ham, dying again and again. Or in objective modes, I'll flank and get the jump on people. Satellite scratches both of those itches. Even though it's an outdoor space, the map's two different regions mean I can play long and short range tactics.
I'll be honest, I am trash with the sniper rifle, but a
Damn,
shotgun,
she's super hot.
that I can do. I have always been a big fan of close quarters combat, and there is great cat and mouse style gameplay in Satellite.
The
Yeah,
crash
dude.
satellite
That's what I was
sequence
just
lets
playing
you
on.
try
That's why
out
my PC just
predict which way
fell
will circle the
fell
debris
into
and run out
hell
behind
for a
them,
little
or
bit.
just duck inside the satellite and take your shot.
This is going to be one of those classic Black Ops maps the world knows and loves for how quickly engagements fire up. East and West collide.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna be like, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War goes full PC and GTA V. I can't talk, dude. I can't talk. COD Black Ops Cold War goes full Vice City by hiring women to design the level. Yeah, I know. I'm stupid, dude. I'm stupid. I got what you meant after I said that. I'm really dumb.
On the open seas in a top secret mission.
I often forget
Inspired
that you
by
guys are like a
real-life
few
event
seconds
Project
behind.
Zorian, CIA, JSOC, and Soviet forces converged to recover a sunken prototype nuclear Soviet submarine from the ocean floor.
The calm waters of Armada explode into massive naval conflict as players battle for control of large naval vessels.
With no lanes walling you in, players can engage on ships' decks, in the water, and on vehicles like wake runners and gunboats.
My goal is to
chaos in the best
grow
way.
this channel so
This
that I can
really
date that
cool map
redhead.
That gives this amazing sense of exploration. There are so many little individual areas to find and new ways to surround or flank your enemies and get the upper hand.
But yeah, COD's been going PC for a while. I mean,
Hidden safe
I don't really
houses
care
have
as
been
long as the
discovered
game
right
is
in the
games
heart
are
of
good.
the USSR, in the shadow of Moscow's opulent train station. With Spetsnaz dispatched, the area has gone hot.
And to be
So the
fair,
Moscow map is set
all of the
in
devs that make
dead
these
heart
games,
of
when
the
they
big
have these
city.
presentations,
So you're
they all
wandering
suck at
through
presenting,
these
so
streets with a bunch of cars.
doesn't really
There's
make a difference
tall
who
buildings on either
presents.
side of you.
There's this sense that you've been dropped into a point in history.
First thing I do is run right to the center because that's where all lanes cross in the Moscow map. And eventually, it doesn't take long, people are going to run through
Adam,
the metro station.
you're very
So
sweet.
you
I
can just sit there
appreciate
and
that,
wait,
man.
But chances are, there's going to be people running right into your line of fire right off the bat.
It's a classic
I just
three-lane
wanna
map
have a
where
good time,
teamwork
dude.
Really makes the dream.
And I have nothing to lose anymore, dude. I'm homeless, living in my parents' house.
January 17th.
Every 30-year-old's
1980.
dream to
This
give up
location
med
is
school
heavily influenced by
and
Miami
their
City,
master's
or
program for
perhaps
being a
Infamous
psychologist
Ocean Drive.
and go back
This is a
home
night
and
map,
live in their
but one
parents'
unlike
attic.
Players have seen before.
You can sneak through dark, shadowy alleys, go out onto the beach, out into the ocean.
You can dive in the water and wade along the coast to get the drop on the other side.
Or you can just go right down the street and bask in the neon light.
The first time I played through Miami, I could hear this 80s nightclub music playing through the walls of one of the buildings.
Oh, that's
Little
cool.
Details make it lifelike, and it becomes this joy to experience.
You guys noticing the campaign characters are in
Basically,
multiplayer?
my
I think
goal
so. That's
is
going to
to
be a
never
similar
be on the
operators
mainstream
thing from
center
Modern
because
Warfare
that
to
is
now.
sniper
It'll be a
heaven,
very similar
and that is
transition.
Brittany hell. So I always
And
go
Adam,
and try to flank
I
and get those
wish
snipers.
that I knew how to work a camera. So I might understand how to like kind of work in front of it, but all I understand is if my ISO is too high. That's pretty much all. Oh, and I understand f-stops. Don't forget f-stops. It's very important. Yeah, I know, dude. I made this video a few days ago about Joe Rogan gaming, and I'm like calling my mom a bitch in it and stuff. It was funny. YouTube like banned it for a little bit, and I had to like appeal it so they could let me put it on my channel because I was calling my mom a bitch in it.
It's one of our most cinematic maps with
I wanted to advertise it, and they were like, nope.
From the campaign.
Your team will want to hold down and protect its own outpost to guarantee access to one of these tanks. But infantry combat doesn't take a backseat in Crossroads, as natural terrain and foliage masks movements and provides tactical advantages.
There's a bunch of snowmobiles when you first spawn, and it's a mad dash to grab one.
That's so sick.
Running people over with the snowmobile is my favorite thing to do.
Each environment changes the dynamic.
It's gamers versus Joe Rogan.
Crossroads is a bigger map, and that allows you to play the way you want to play.
It's I think I made it last month,
Miami,
or
frozen over lake,
yeah, about
the open
couple
ocean.
weeks ago.
Our visual research department racked up miles visiting them all. Because if you're gonna deploy around the globe,
Dude, send me
game,
some.
That required them
Your mom
to
sounds
do the
fucking
same.
awesome.
The mission for our artist is absolute authenticity. Step one in that process is
Dude,
photo scanning.
Dave
thousands
Vonderhaar
of
is like
real-world
really good at
objects,
this
terrains, and materials.
3-tier
Those
camera
assets
system.
ensure
That's
our
really hard to
upgraded,
do.
Physically based renderer delivers the best looking Black Ops yet. True 4K, high dynamic range with the true color and tone. Ray tracing on systems that support it. Photometric lighting courtesy of our
Awesome.
Luminaire system, and overhauled contour terrain system. The result is gritty, it's believable, I dare say it's got ambience. Most importantly, it sets the perfect stage for multiplayer combat. On that note, here's Matt with more on the modes and missions.
All right, can we just talk for a second about how they're really pushing this 4K HDR ray tracing DLSS ambient inclusion nonsense way too hard. People are going to get their PlayStation 5s or this on their PC, and it's going to run at 1 frame a second. They're going to put it at 4K, add all the features on top notch, and their computer's going to fucking just dump. It's just going to take the biggest dump all over their carpet. There's no way all that stuff is going to work at the same time. And also, HDR is like not even real unless you have $1,000 bajillion. So I don't know. I just don't like this whole, we're going to have HDR 400 on our game. It's like, okay, so it's just going to be a little more contrasty. Like, I don't know. It just looks, I just find it to be such a sales gimmick now. Like, I thought the gimmick this year for next consoles was going to be teraflops. Oh, the Xbox has 14 teraflops. But no, it's HDR 4K 120 hertz ray tracing. HDR is I fell for it. The TV that's on behind me that it's on for ambience, but I bought it and it was like HDR 400. I was like, holy shit, dude, HDR for like $300. and then I don't even know. I don't even understand like if it's on ever, because it's not, because it doesn't get bright enough.
Ahead.
We've talked a little bit about where you'll play, but let's talk about what you'll play when you get there. In Black Ops Cold
I like
War,
this guy.
Our classic game modes are returning, and they're better than ever. From the tried and true Team Deathmatch, Domination, and Search and Destroy, to the return of the...
It really doesn't do anything.
We've taken
In
a
some
fresh
cases,
eye
I think it
to
looks
all of
worse.
your favorites. We're encouraging more meaningful gameplay with larger capture zones and domination.
Dude, this vehicle shit, the jet skis in multiplayer is going to be huge, and they're going to have
rotate and set up for the next fight.
Mouse Cop. What's that game mode?
We're working hard to make this the most rewarding and competitive.
What's that game mode where it's like 30 versus 30 or 40 versus 40? It's not Battle Royale. But it's like a war. You have like a war kind of. I forget what it's called.
VIP Escort began with the question.
Ground War. Exactly. Ground War. Yeah.
totally
I
true,
think that will be good in
completely
this game.
redacted Black Ops
I think
that
that'll be
first
sick in
inspired
this one.
franchise. The result is Extraction in its purest form. A new 616
Black people in gaming? What is this? 2037? Are you kidding me, Treyarch? Come on!
objective-based game mode that we call VIP Escort. In Black Ops, we normally task you with fighting, but VIP Escort turns...
I hope you guys know that. I'm kidding, right? Like, I don't really care who plays video games or makes them, right? You guys know that. I'm joking, right? Right? Okay.
Turns that on its
I know.
own
I'm just.
mechanic. If you're selected as a VIP,
I just
your
like to
number
think
one
I'm
job,
funny.
It's to live. In this team-based op, your
Yeah,
team
I'm
will
so
try to
PC.
escort you off the map or eliminate the other team trying to stop you. As VIP, you'll skip create a class. You're too important after all. Instead, you'll deploy with a kitted out pistol, a smoke grenade, a spy plane for team intel, and a whole lot of hope that your team knows what the hell it's doing.
That's pretty sick.
The mission, stay alive and escape the map. To do so, you'll need to reach one of two possible exfil sites, which rotate over the course of the match to keep teams on their toes. There are stakes here. If you die, that ends the round.
Oh, shit.
But team up and you can get your squad back on their feet quickly via
Those
last
pistol
stand
attachments
and
look
revive.
really sick.
Each team's choices and tactics create layers of strategy and counterplay, injecting the best of Black Ops themes directly.
Treyarch's pretty good at coming up with new modes. Whoa, did you see the ass on that character? Woo.
For the VIP, or is a full-on assault more their style? Will they travel
They
ahead
came
and
out with a
scout,
mode called
protection
Control
detail, or
in
take
Black
a
Ops
bullet
4
for
that I
the
really,
service
really
style?
liked. It was kind of like a
My
mix of
personal keys to
Hardpoint,
victory, I stay
but
close and escort the VIP,
like
and defend them
Hardpoint
at
and
all
Search and
costs.
Destroy
If the
kind of
VIP
with the
doesn't make it out
rounds. And
alive, it won't matter if you do. This new deniable operation only scratches the surface of what it means to play Cold War.
Carabiners confirmed. Carabiners confirmed, guys.
Up next, we want to share another way to play that goes above and beyond that classic 6v6
Well,
experience
people like to
Combined Arms is
people
where
use them as their
multiplayer gets
secondary,
better.
you know, and if you want to go for like getting all the camos, you'll use a pistol. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, if you're just playing for fun, like I only use a pistol if it's like fully automatic, or at least 3-round burst. I'm a gun expert now.
But these
Duh.
battles aren't just bigger or more chaotic. We've worked hard to ensure the 2 levels of boots on the ground and all-out vehicular warfare complement and enhance one another on each map. Tanks, snowmobiles, wake runners, gunboats,
Yeah.
and more.
You can take a carabiner and gouge the eye out of the victims.
Right in the middle of the fight.
Totally,
The way
totally
I
chill.
personally play Combined Arms depends on my mood. If I'm going for the win, it's rally time, and I'm pushing to capture every objective
I know.
on the map.
Bald guys
Whether
have been
that means
oppressed for a
loading up
long
a
time.
gunboat on Armada or popping smokes so my team can cross the frozen lake in Crossroads. I'm putting my try-hard pants on and making it happen.
His try-hard pants.
That's the thing.
That's hilarious.
Combined Arms, almost anything can happen.
Yeah, bald
Check
guys,
out fun
there's
moments that
a
aren't
movement.
possible in other modes, like ziplining onto the enemy
It's
ship and see
BGLM.
how long I can last before getting taken out. At launch, you can expect
Could you imagine
more
getting
Combined
dark
Arms
matter on a
episodes,
carabiner?
each tailored and tuned to bring the most
It's 2020.
fun, frenetic
I need
action this format
moving
can
camos on my
deliver.
carabiners.
Take Armada, our most unique map to date. You saw earlier that the only life preservers on this sea-based map are your tactics, as each capture zone requires a different approach.
Woo!
Will you attack surgically?
That lady COD player is thick, boy. Oh, that's so cool. I normally don't like mounting weapons either, but I think they look really pretty decent in this game. You got tanks, just various ways to play. That's what's important about COD, is letting me do whatever I want. But each map needs to have its own individual palette, you know?
For a quick flank, rolling up your sleeves and sticking on some C4. Story is yours to write in Combined Arms domination. That's it for deniable operations for now.
See, that's one of my biggest fears of zombies and multiplayer is in Black Ops 4, and they do it a little bit in Modern Warfare, not as much, but since Modern Warfare is such a boring designed game, everything's just like sandy and brown. There's no individuality. I talk about this in the Razer video I just made. Every map needs to be unique. Like in Zetsubo Nishima on Black Ops 3, it's a zombies map. There are specific weapons in the box for just that map. There should be specific things on each map allowing for variation, so that when I load up and I'm in the snow map, or whatever the hell it is for this new game, I go, oh crap, there's a snowmobile and it has a turret on the back. I can only play that in this map. Sure, I can play the VIP escort mode, I can play control, domination, search and destroy, whatever, but this map has this feature. If you put every feature on every map, then every single map is the same. Capiche? Capash. Grazie. Mi amigo.
We ziplined, crossed frozen lakes, and dipped into Miami's beaches. That's
Oh,
really
you can see the frame rate on this TV right here. But wait, right here. You can see how the frames are coming in. I learned this the other day.
It's the start of the full deniable ops experience. Add up the work on your favorite classic game modes.
I never knew what it was, is what I'm saying. I've seen it happen.
And combined arms domination. And it all stacks up to our most ambitious multiplayer
this
game.
set
One you can play
is so
any way you
expensive.
want and in new ways you never expected. If you're a Call of Duty League fan, we have a bunch of new stuff lined up just for you. Stay tuned. This may be a multiplayer game built for everyone, but these will be your deniable operations.
I think I own that
Now,
jacket.
I'll turn it over to Tony to talk about what we mean when we say signature combat.
Wow.
Thanks, Matt.
This guy's
Now,
beta as
a lot
fuck,
has
dude.
changed for us since the first Black Ops game. From our development pipelines to totally new technologies. But some things haven't changed. And after over a decade of making Black Ops games, we're more inspired than ever to keep honing in on that authentic, classic Black Ops.
Can you believe that, guys? It's been a decade since Black Ops 1.
We know that to you, combat is more than just pointing and shooting. It's about how your operator moves and weaves
It's
through
true.
your surroundings. It's feeling the power of your weapon, how it reacts in your hands.
But they haven't really done too much to upgrade the animations in this game. Not like they did in Modern Warfare. They're very reminiscent. Oh, the RPD. Dude, you feel old. I live with my parents.
Keeping your player experience in the front of our minds has also inspired a fresh wave of thinking across our creative class and SCORESTREAKS system, where we're introducing features.
Wait, wait, Adam, what are you asking? How? Oh, how is he beta? Dude, I remember playing World of War. That was the first COD I really ever got into. Are you asking how he's a beta male? I don't know. He just looked kind of dorky from the side for a second. But World at War is how I got into zombies, dude. I used to get to round 30 and I'd be like, oh shit, round 30. Now I can get to round 100 and on some maps, and I'm like pissed that I can't get higher than that. Damn, these guns look really sick.
The level of detail in Black Ops Cold War has never been higher.
That's probably true.
Also need to move in a realistic manner.
Because every weapon is equipped with its own HDR levels. Crank up the HDR to 100,000 million. Your PS4 and PS5 will blow up and your house will catch on fire.
We're sort of imagining all these guns as characters. That just adds
Yeah, I don't know. He was just kind of like standing off, like the bald guy. The bald guy was like, all right, now it's up next is Tony Flame or whatever, and then Tony was just kind of standing in the corner like he just looked kind of like a simp, where he would like Belle Delphine would be dating Belle Delphine, and she would cheat on him and he'd be like, just go do her laundry once he found out.
Multifaceted approach to how weapons look, animate, and sound that together defines the feel of Cold War's signature gunfighting experience. Here's Alvin with a debrief on some of the combat systems waiting for
I think they will. I mean, not soon, like today, but I did actually install the game last night.
Our goal with Create a Class in Cold War is to empower you without making trade-offs. This year, better starts.
I do want to play Fortnite, Max. Like I'm not trolling. I just suck at it, and I have a backlog of things that I've been trying to put on the channel. So it's just on the list of things I want to do.
Field upgrade and a set of perks. Field upgrades are items placed in the
But
world.
primarily it's COD season right now, so
Earn them solely based on time.
primarily doing a lot of COD stuff. But I do want to stream it, so.
That works in a cooldown that lasts after death. Now, wild cards are back. In this system, in every class, you can
Well, I appreciate it, man.
cards that let you do things like load your primary weapon.
I was gonna play it on my iPhone today, but then
up to 6 perks, double the number of lethals and tacticals.
Oh wait, hold on. I want to rewind for a second.
Primaries in the world to give your team an advantage.
Hear what they have
them
to say.
solely based on time, not score. And they are the only type of game content that works in a cooldown that lasts after death. Now, wild cards are back. In this system, in every class, you can pick one of 4 wild cards that let you do things like
4.
Load your primary weapon with up to 8 attachments.
Oh, one of 4.
Carry up to 6 perks. Double the number of lethals and tacticals you have. Or carry 3 primary perks from any mix of categories.
Shit.
Of course, a key component of Create a Class is the gunsmith. In Black Ops Cold War, there are more
This is gonna be
optics and
interesting.
attachments to unlock and configure than ever before.
A really big mix
Every
of
primary
gunsmith
weapon
and
can
pick
be
10.
customized with 54 attachments across 8 different nodes or attachment points, with at least 6 options per attach point. By default, you can equip 5 attachments or 8
This
with the
setup,
Gunfire Wild.
I don't think it's fully fleshed
For the
out,
first
but it looks a
time,
lot better.
Gunsmith will show you what equipping an attachment does as a positive or negative percentage.
I wasn't a
You can now
Warzone
build
fan either,
backwards,
but this is
specking out
looking
the
a
perfect
lot
gun
more
for
appealing.
results you want to see in the field. This takes the guesswork out of the system and helps us on our never-ending quest to make the most balanced Call of Duty game you've ever played.
That's a
There's
bold
one more
statement.
thing I need to talk about. First up, we've updated score streaks. so
Cell
that
phones
earned
confirmed.
score is kept through death. This change gives all
I like
players a chance to
the new
engage with
borders.
score
Do you guys see those
one
in
of
the
most
background?
visceral and fun
Or
experiences across multiplayer
see if I can
signature
find it.
combat.
Where's my mouse
If you do
go?
go on a streak and
There it
string
is.
together multiple kills before your own death, streak score bonuses help you earn into those higher-powered score streak tiers. To prevent score streak spam, each score streak will go on a cooldown after
I don't
its
want to
used
really want to
pace out
rewind it
frequency.
because then I'll fuck
So,
everything up.
what score streaks are we talking about? Well, your favorites are back, but we've also got a few surprises. Score streaks in Cold War can be used in
That's
all
cool.
the classic ways. To aid in taking
Yes.
an objective, to save
Yeah, they're gonna have battle royale in this. It's gonna be a continuation of Warzone, but with Treyarch's spin on it. So Warzone is just like a brand name now. You can think of it as like Toyota or Cheez-Its. I don't know why those are the two that came to my mind. But like when you think of Lay's potato chips, right? They have sour cream and onion or barbecue. So Lay's is Warzone, and then Infinity Ward's version of Warzone is Modern Warfare, and Black Ops Cold War will have its own version, but it's all going to be Warzone. And so in this game, there theoretically should be these modes, okay? There's going to be a campaign, there's going to be multiplayer with all of its sub-game modes, then there should be Ground War, there should be Warzone or the Battle Royale, and then inside of Battle Royale, there's going to be various game modes, and there's going to be a whole subsection of zombie game modes in Warzone, like Infected and stuff like that is coming back in a different way, and then there's going to be zombies on top of this. So there's going to be 3 primary game modes. Technically, you could say 4 if you separate Modern Warfare, or excuse me, if you separate Warzone from the multiplayer. But there's going to be 3 facets of the game, sort of 4, with sub-game modes in it, and then Zombies is supposed to get all the free content as well. Like, this is going to be a very packed game, and Treyarch has everything going for them. Everything. They just came off of a bad game with Black Ops 4. They're working solely with Raven, and Raven's an awesome studio. They're working off of the hype of Modern Warfare, because regardless of if you like it or not, it's still a popular game. The game looks better than ever. It's next gen. That's a good question. We don't really know the full answer, Max. They're supposedly going to be, I don't want to say splitting up the player base, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. They could split it up. I don't know how they're going to essentially, like, what if you spent like $100 or $200 in the game on microtransactions? Like, what's going to happen to all those guns? I don't think they're just going to totally take that away. So what I'm hoping they do is they come up with a Warzone application and then a Call of Duty, whatever the current game is, application. So in this case, it would be Warzone and then Black Ops Cold War. And then when you load up Warzone, you'll be able to pick either Modern Warfare's version or Black Ops version, which does split up the player base. You're correct. Splitting it up is honestly the best option. Otherwise, a lot of people are going to be out of a lot of money and time. So to answer your question, probably yes. I don't see how else they can do it, though.
Your team to break up the pace of the game with a fun new experience. We've also tailored strategy into the system, as score streaks can often be neutralized with a counter score streak.
I also want to thank you guys
pass
for
it over to
watching.
Sunny to share
Really
more
means a
about
lot to
our
me. I know
operators
it's
and how they move
silly to
in
say.
Black
I
Ops
just
Cold.
try to be very grateful of you guys giving up your time to hang out with
Elites,
me.
covert,
Means a lot.
powerful. When you play as a Cold War operator, you won't just step into the boots of a highly trained precision instrument. Every movement will have a purpose. To increase the fidelity and feel of even the smallest elements, modelers, animators, and concept artists all work side by side, planning for every point of contact with every gun, every stance and position, every scenario. Thanks to increased dynamic bone
Dude, this
counts, we've
presentation
been able to enhance the effects of physics
has
and
got to
gravity
have
on what
cost
you
so much
carry,
money.
from the weight of your
Makeup
gear,
artists,
like pouches
lighting,
and
sets,
grenades,
creation.
to the way a wallet chain or rope sways as you sprint. Your entire operator will move more naturally than ever. Here's 4 specific ways movement has
The
improved through
animations
new
do
cutting-edge
look a lot like
techniques
Black
in
Ops 4. They
animation
run
and
like the
programmatic
exact
movement.
same way.
The first is sprint takeoff. This is the feature that gives your operator a running start. You start with a little sprint, and then it slows down to normal speed. This lets you feel the momentum of like where you're going and where you're going to end up. We wanted to preserve the fluidity and fun of an operator's ability to slide. In Black Ops Cold War, when you slide, you start and end in a
Antifa
crouch position
flags
in a believable
confirmed.
way. This allows 2-player movement states to function better as one, all while improving gameplay and enhancing pace. Footstep control also plays a big part of the new movement system. Go faster and you'll make more noise. Of course, we still have...
I agree. They should literally just keep it. They should literally just make it a new game, you know? Or they should just, I don't know. I guess they could make a new map. I don't know. I don't know, Max. It's kind of perplexing, right? It's kind of like, because Blackout is pretty much dead. So is that going to happen to Warzone, the biggest game, one of the biggest games on the planet? I can't see Activision just throwing that aside. Black Ops 4 was a dud. Blackout didn't do very well. What's going on, Ben? It's nice to see you. Or read you? What do you say in chat? I don't even know anymore.
have Ninja as a perk, but Ninja is no longer the only way to keep quiet. Whether or not you're crouched, how loud you get is now directly tied to how fast you're moving. Lastly, we've incorporated a classic jump with a much more natural height, which will very briefly slow you down on landing. Our goal in all of these movement mechanics is to ensure operators...
They've showed a multiplayer reveal, and now they're breaking down... They broke down every map. There was a smoking redhead, and then they broke down the weapons. Now they're kind of breaking down perks. This is a pretty good... it's a pretty good showing. Yes, Tyler Blevins
It's
confirmed.
not just authentic, but intuitive.
It is
When you
really
press
interesting.
A button or a key, you should
I
always
think
feel
it's
in
looking
control
pretty
of your
good, man.
operator. And this system is
They're
built
really
to translate your
taking.
decisions into
Let me turn
dynamic
the
movement
main
more
volume
seamlessly
down.
than ever.
Sorry.
The era of the game
It
might
looks
be
like
the
they're
80s,
taking a
but the
lot of
characters you play
elements
will move and
from
shoot like the world's most highly skilled operators.
from this current generation of COD
It isn't just
mixed
how it
with
finishes,
how Black
it's how that
Ops
gun
used to
feels,
have
how it sounds,
not
how
operators,
it's
what are they called?
designed
The
to create
characters,
combat
specialists.
experience. And
And
combat isn't just about conflict.
they're pulling
It's
all
also
of the,
movement.
in my
fluid
opinion, it looks
ways
like they're
in which
pulling the
your operator
highlights
shifts
of
around
every
AO and
single
carry the gear you
positive
outfit.
element from
It's
their
just
game
as
and
important
putting
as
it in
the choices you
multiplayer.
give them.
The campaign, obviously,
Choices
that
like the
looks
overall
great. It looks like a
critical
freaking
system,
movie.
all those attachment
I'm sure it will be
possibilities
fun.
of Gunsmith.
But
Or the new ways
you
can
know,
earn and deploy score streaks.
everything is
Think of
looking
that.
really promising, man. It's
These combat
like I've said
initiatives
this a
work
dozen
together
times so
to
far.
deliver the most
Treyarch
intuitive,
has everything
plausible, authentic, boots
going
on the
for
ground
them.
experience possible.
They
And they're
really
at the
do.
heart
I
of
don't know
Black
how
Ops
they can
Cold
screw it up unless there's like
War.
some
On that note, I'd like to
horrid
introduce
monetization
Miles,
and
who's going to
progression
discuss some of
system
the
that
biggest
prevents
innovations
people
yet.
from being able to have fun
Thanks,
on
Tony.
their own time. And that
All right, everyone.
will come from
Let's
Activision
talk
for sure.
Warzone. You've seen how we're pouring it all into the Cold War multiplayer experience.
This guy's pretty cool
Let's
too.
confirm it right here,
Miles
right
Leslie.
now. Black Ops Cold
I
War will
think
also usher in
Ninja
the next evolution of
will
Call of Duty
probably just
Warzone, continuing
go back to
and
Twitch.
expanding the blockbuster battle royale
I mean,
free-to-play
right?
experience. And it'll be a true evolution.
That's where it would have to go.
Warzone not merely picking up where the Modern Warfare climax
It's
left
just
off
it would just be kind of weird because he talked so much crap about them.
locations,
But
weapons, and vehicles of Black Ops Cold War.
I honestly
right
think
into the
he'll
action. Cold
I think
War
he'll
and
go back to
Warzone will
Twitch.
also share post-launch content from a narrative standpoint across both the battle pass
I mean, I
system
personally
and
don't
item shop content.
watch
This
Ninja, so
interlinks
like
Call of Duty in ways
I
that evolve the
understand
Warzone
not
experience
caring,
while
but
delivering
it's an
jaw-dropping
interesting
moments. So yeah, you
I
can
think it's an
expect some
interesting
surprises
business
along the
question,
way.
if I'm being quite honest.
One surprise we're avoiding is the feeling of starting over. It's important to us that you can still use your characters and weapons and progression-related
Get the
items.
fuck
This is
outta
why investment
here.
And progress in Cold War is reflected in Warzone. While these are two
Man, there's a
very
lot of
different
camera
things,
changes.
From the beginning, they've been built to work together. Your player experience is everything to us.
Uh-oh.
So
Hold on a
making
second,
sure
guys. My
Black Ops
cat's about
Cold
to
War
fall.
and Warzone share progression, with much of your previously earned Modern Warfare content, from weapons to cosmetics, still available for use in both Warzone and Modern Warfare. We're
My
collaborating
cat,
with our studio partners
he has like
across Call of
nightmares
Duty to
sometimes,
preserve
and he'll
continuity
just
while
like
building a new
move when he
chapter of
sleeps, and
Warzone
he'll just
that'll
like
immerse
fall
you
off furniture. So I have to
all
like
of the best elements of Black Ops
I have to
Cold
like
War.
prevent him from
That's multiple
falling.
studios totally committed to continuing this new tradition of insanely fun, absurdly accessible Warzone action. We can't wait for you to see how Verdansk and all of Call of Duty will evolve in the year ahead. But that sense
Did
of
your dog
connectedness
smoke crack?
extends beyond just Warzone. That's why I'm excited to confirm that Black Ops Cold War will not only support cross-platform play
Nice.
and progression, but will also deliver cross-generation play to the game.
Cool.
That's because Black Ops Cold War is, at its heart,
Your dog's just secretly a
Playing
junkie.
together on whatever platforms you prefer only betters that experience.
See, do you guys see how similar this looks to the Modern Warfare's like interface? Well, the heads-up display, the HUD. Like it has a very similar feel. So again, they're picking this game since it's the first of the next generation. They're really gonna pick and choose everything. Like that's just great. That works, and put it in the game. I mean, it's pretty genius. Like everybody thought Black Ops 4 was like the All-Stars version of Black Ops. I think this is.
Cross progression across current and next generation systems.
Are you talking about the
across
UI?
all modes. That won't be easy.
It looks
but
very
it's worth it
similar.
to allow fans who have never had a chance to play together to squad up and deploy, no barriers between them. And with the Battle Pass system delivering a steady stream of post-launch content, Black Ops Cold War will be the very first cross-platform, cross-generation Call of Duty experience, making it the deepest game in franchise history. Vaughn, where do we go next?
Yeah, Miles. On the subject of platforms, we've got a very special guest, Mark from EOS.
Hey, what's up, Van? On behalf of Beanox, we are extremely excited
Oh, nice,
and
Beanox.
proud to bring Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War to Battle.net as the lead PC developer. PC continues to be a critically important pillar of game development for the Call of Duty franchise. In addition to the major improvements we have made to Call of Duty PC in the past, including uncapped frame rates, high refresh rate support, and customized field of view, we're always looking for ways to improve features and customizable settings. One of the biggest improvements this year is that the Black Ops engine now runs on DirectX 12.
Oh,
this
shit.
has led to a huge improvement in terms of performance and latency reduction. For players who prioritize immersive gameplay, we have a great partnership with NVIDIA to bring ray trace effects, performance accelerating deep learning super sampling or DLSS.
Dude,
and
this is gonna be so
latency
good.
Optimization technology. We will implement ray trace shadows and ambient occlusion to improve the quality of light shadow and sunlight shadow. This improves surface and contact detail and fixes problems associated with traditional shadow mapping techniques like aliasing, freckling, and disconnected shadows. Also, we will be implementing AI-powered DLSS, so players will be able to increase their frame rate while maintaining the visual quality of the game. For players looking for better responsiveness, we've integrated the Reflex low latency technology to lower system latency. This combines both GPU and game optimization.
Hey,
We're also happy to add
honestly, I'm not gonna be one of those streamers or content creators that like bans people for spamming or for fighting or for cussing or saying words that are offensive. You guys can say and do whatever you want. You're grown-ups. Maybe not everybody's a grown-up, but you're adults in my eyes. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can say anything you want to me. I may or may not address it if it's like, you know, I feel like you're just picking on me or something. But no, you can do whatever you want. I don't want to stifle anybody's speech. I think that's just not cool. So just, yeah, if you guys want to fight. It's all good with me, man. I just don't, you know, hurt anybody like with your hands. And I don't care.
announce that Reflex will be coming to Call of Duty Warzone in the future. We have so much more to talk about, but right now I would like to hand it back to David Vander. Van?
We've declassified a whole lot today, and one thing is clear.
Freedom!
Cold War is here, and it's ushering in a new chapter.
It's not quite here, Vaughn. We got like 2 months left. And I don't know if I can stay hard for that long.
Realistic, plausible, gritty. You've seen our team-wide commitment to storytelling, infusing the story and spirit of the Cold War narrative into everything we do, even in multiplayer. You've seen our emphasis on authenticity shine through every location, every weapon, every vehicle, every character. Each one telling a story we can't wait for you to uncover and experience. You've seen us challenge ourselves to not only innovate on classic game modes, but introduce a new generation of instant classics. Modes like VIP Escort and Combined Arms Domination. You'll see that duo played today, and it's just the start, as we've got massive drops of free content planned post-launch, including new and limited time modes. No matter what type of multiplayer gamer you are, you'll find something for you. Tying it all together is that signature combat you love. Grounded and always realistic, you'll move fast and fluid, feel powerful when you need to be, and customized just the way you want to be. The new Creative Class and SCORESTREAKS systems give you even more of what you love, infusing more control and cinematic moments with less friction between you and the gameplay than ever before. And this is a true connected experience. Warzone and Cold War. The events in one will impact the events in the other, expanding Call of Duty in new ways you've never seen before. And Black Ops Cold War is not only a cross-platform game, but it's also a cross-generation cross-platform game. Now, that should be the end of our show. But this wouldn't be a Black Ops multiplayer reveal without some Black Ops style mind games. We have talked a lot today about what Black Ops is, how it feels, what it does, but for over 10 years, Black Ops is also something else. A game that consistently presses the boundaries about what multiplayer means. our team relentlessly looks for opportunities to offer new types of multiplayer experiences. In Black Ops Cold War, we're excited to be launching an entire new category of multiplayer gameplay called Fireteam. This new format of multiplayer brings together everything that we loved about making Cold War and everything you'll love about playing Cold War. Across every Fireteam mission and mode, you'll discover some of the most imaginative game loops we have ever designed. The Fireteam format allows us to emphasize teamwork and reward creativity. And it allows you to do things you've never done in Black Ops multiplayer before. You'll fight in squads of 4 called fire teams. You'll deploy into larger maps, play fast, pushing through multiplayer objectives and modes that demand quick thinking. The action won't just affect you, but the environment you battle in. Enter Fireteam Dirty Bomb, one of the most unique game loops we've ever imagined. You and your team must search for uranium. Then, deliver that uranium to Dirty Bombs positioned around the map. Deposit uranium and detonate the bomb. Now, avoid radioactive fallout as you navigate a toxic battlefield. Every decision you make impacts your survival rate and your success rate. We can't wait to tell you even more about Fireteam Dirty Bomb and the other Fireteam modes and maps in the weeks ahead as we get closer to our public beta.
I guess
there's only one thing left to do. Let's play Black Ops Cold War.
All right, I'm going to be silent for this so we can just watch. I think it's just a replay of what happened earlier.
Threat neutralized.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
We're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books.
Operate in the shadows.
To keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the world.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami?
This is just a repeat of what happened earlier for those of you who are a little late.
Let them come.
That's apparently a score streak, that grenade launcher, instead of a specialist. There's gonna be jeeps, or not jeeps, jet skis, snowmobiles, tons of new score streaks, 2 new game modes that we know of.
Go, go, go!
Zip lining, which is sweet.
To punch that top guard. Secure the sub.
I'll take care of this.
No zombies, Mr. Jedi. Unless they show like a... I mean, there's still time. I doubt it.
Strike inbound. Evasive maneuver. Ah, shit. Soviet convoy disabled.
I know. They're really holding out on us.
I'll drive.
That was sweet. This trailer is really good.
Big Papa kick the war around.
This map looks really beautiful.
Yo, over here!
I think that was a hatchet. Just to start and close out with the trailer. I don't know. I feel like they have to add something else. No, it's the same trailer. They do this a lot.
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Whoop. Holy shit! Zombies! Holy shit! Holy shit! Did you guys see that? Holy shit. Holy shit. That looked so fucking cool. Oh my god. Did you see the monkey bomb? Oh, we're playing it right now. I'm playing it right now. Don't worry about it. We're going to play it again.
And instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare.
It's coming up. It's coming up. All right, right here. Okay, are you guys ready? Holy shit, guys. I'm so excited. That looked so cool. Monkey bomb right here. Right here. Oh my god! I'm gonna play. Sorry, I won't talk this time.
Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Holy shit, guys. God, there's more of this crap. Oh, it's just streamers playing it. Do you guys want to watch the streamers playing? I mean, I'll play it for a little longer. I can't believe they showed that. I have to know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the, let's see, does this work? There we go. What are you guys thinking about the zombies? I mean, that looks insane. Did I ban you? No, why would I ban you? Dude, I didn't ban you at all. I don't ban anybody, man. That's not how I roll. YouTube, I'm not kidding, Max. YouTube like bans comments from my videos all the time. Like somebody will say a bad word or something, and they'll just like ban the comment. I've never banned. I'll never ban anybody from my channel unless they're like threatening violence on somebody. That's the threats of violence or physical violence. That's where I draw the line. But anyway, zombies, guys. This is. I'm kind of intrigued because it looks a lot like World War II, and I'm like I'm kind of confused. It looked so similar to the Final Reich. Did you guys notice that? In the Final Reich, when you go into the facility to unlock, it's not Pack-a-Punch, but to unlock where you make the Tesla guns, there was those racks and the wires coming out of the ceiling, and it just looks very similar. Even the models look similar, but then when you see that zombie striking, I'm gonna rewind it just a teeny tiny bit. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Exactly. If Treyarch would have made it. I've never played Dying Light, so I don't have a reference. Did I miss it?
Operator packing.
See, this just looks just like the Final Reich. I mean, I'm not complaining. But then that zombie model, I'm gonna try to pause it right. Man, the models, I mean, it's hard to see. I mean, they're doing that intentionally. Is it the first Dying Light or the second one's not out yet, right? The second Dying Light? Oh, see, this looks like a Treyarch zombie right here. This does. This kind of reminds me of the Ascension facility and the World War II opening facility. That's literally what it reminds me of. And we're starting off with a 1911, it looks like. There's no characters confirmed. There's a lot of heavy breathing. That was actually something that was very annoying in World War II Zombies was the... Oh, shit. I just realized I'm not showing you. That was one of the most annoying things of World War II Zombies was the breathing of the characters. They actually had to, like, change it because they were breathing so much. So I don't know if you can hear that. But that monkey bomb...
Zone.
So monkey bombs are confirmed. You can hear the noise. Is something happening with the chat? I see everybody's chats. Well, it wouldn't surprise me. YouTube is probably finicky. I mean, this is a big time for everybody to be on. But yeah, everything looks fine to me. Hashtag YOLO. Okay, so maybe I'll do a final Rite playthrough later today or tomorrow because I do want to work on the video today.
Woods operator pack in modern.
You can hear the monkey music, guys, if you listen. Wait. Juggernaut confirmed. Did you guys hear that? Holy shit. You guys. All right, listen. Juggernaut confirmed. I'm turning myself down a little bit. I'm going to turn this up. Juggernaut, I didn't even notice that the first time. Jug is coming back. So the first two things we hear are the Juggernaut, the jingle plays. It plays immediately. Listen.
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods operator pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Did you hear that? Max, I didn't ban your comments, dude. Why would I ban you? How did I didn't ban anybody. I've been sitting here watching the what's it called? The stream. You can say whatever you want, man. I don't care what you say. Well, if you can prove it and show everybody, that would be great because I didn't ban anybody. I don't do that. But if you're going to be annoying and ruin the stream, then just that's fine, I guess. Just we're trying to talk about something. I didn't ban anybody. All right. So anyway, Jug is coming back. Well, prove it then.
Operator pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Juggernaut confirmed. Monkeys confirmed. I'm trying to... Wait, what was that?
In Modern Warfare and Warzone.
I'll play this back super slowly. Because they're flashing shit.
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods operator pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
It's hard to see what these things are. It might just be random images. Oh, there was a character, but it's so hard to see. Okay. Well, not seeing a lot from that. We're not seeing a lot from that. But that's totally fine. I think so we got monkeys confirmed. Yeah, I'm gonna download it once the stream is done, because this stream is gonna have to be, well, I don't think they're gonna put that at the end of the multiplayer trailer. But I will download it and do a breakdown.
Combat, as you mentioned, it's all terrain, so no buildings, just all finessing around these dunes and.
Cheesy, we were just watching the COD reveal. I don't know if you saw that, but they revealed zombies, sort of, and it was pretty sweet. Jug is coming back. Monkey
Early
bombs are
access
coming
to the
back.
Open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
That's it, man. You can see it here for yourself. I can't believe they showed it. Like, I just can't believe it. It's so cool. It looks so cool. The gun placement holding looks a little strange. There's things about it that are kind of putting me off, but I mean, again, I'm just not used to these new modern like gameplay mechanics onto the new engine, on the new way the game is gonna play. I'm honestly like, I'm pumped, but yeah, it does look very strange. It's kind of holding it up. It actually reminds me a lot of from Black Ops 1 and World at War, when they used to hold the guns low, but this looks like it's kind of higher, like the camera is higher. But the thing that's strange is everything else looks like, looking at this multiplayer gunplay, right? This is actually good to see. We should probably watch this a little bit. Give us an idea of how they're gonna hold the guns in zombies and stuff. Man, this HUD is a lot cleaner, which likely means the HUD in zombies is gonna be cleaner. Hopefully we don't have that junk all over the screen. Really? You think it looks overkill? I mean, we're seeing with a lot of crap on it, you know, there'll be no map name over here. It should just be the feed will be on the left side. Let's zoom this up a little bit. We got the compass, the mini map, obviously the menu, and there shouldn't be anything over here in this top right corner. Kill streaks. I mean, the HUD in Black Ops 4. I don't know if you remember it, man. Oh, that's interesting. I feel like they lessened it a lot. Treyarch, I mean, just compared to Black Ops 4, but you know what? It's probably compared to Warzone. I bet you, not Warzone, but just Modern Warfare in general. I bet you it looks a lot more packed. But also all these freaking
excuses.
All these freaking streamers on it and stuff.
Yeah. Quite literally, the first time ever.
It's just probably because I haven't really played Modern Warfare as much. But I guess you guys are right. Modern Warfare is a little more simplistic. Cool, they don't have the mini map. I don't know if they have the score. Probably do.
Different players going through it, but it's cool.
I don't know if
I
kill
feel like
streaks
we've
are
gone
on
through
there,
what,
too.
15 different POVs.
I just hope that the
different
zombies
things, because a
HUD
lot of
is
them come from
not
different backgrounds, right?
overkill.
Some
Like
of these
last
are
time we had
players,
our
some
perks
players,
always
some
on the
streamers,
screen.
just hearing
We
the
had
different
our.
things they're focusing
I
on
don't
as
mind
we
having a
get
health
pretty
bar,
neat.
but we had our health
you
bar,
had people who were
our
trying to focus on
specialist
different
bar, our
weapons.
shield
You got
bar.
the pros who were trying to figure out the mechanics.
Pretty much everything. It was pretty.
We're on board with espresso.
It was pretty over the top.
See,
in
he's
my
got the
opinion.
trig out right now. But yeah, you heard
So-
Scum sort of talk about the slide.
Well,
cancel,
yeah,
the
I mean,
slide
I think
movements,
that's-
pretty similar, but the drop shot not as much.
This hurts. Well, a little bit of a streak rolling here. As he continues
Could've
to try
been
and
more
finesse
impact on the
with
score.
one of our
Should
favorite
only be
guns,
on
the
the scoreboard screen.
MP5. Absolute powerhouse at close
Yeah, I
range.
can go
It's
either
like a
way
truck
with that.
by tried and true.
I think sometimes, and I don't like
what we've
how
seen,
this
you
is
have
a
been sort of running in
process, a
circles.
thought process for
But
developers.
he's posted up and looking for the
They need
action.
to separate this from the casual mode
There's the
entirely.
strategy. And bait the tag.
I like it. Yeah, you can just tell much smaller map
I think
than what
that-
we saw, but I don't know who that was. That was a nice
What
shot.
am I trying to say? Okay,
with
they
the
need to stop
74
making like
EU.
league play mixed into the
I think it was
casual
Noisy
play,
Butters, dude. I think it was
right?
Noisy Butters just
So
smoking.
if I want to play Call of Duty,
We're
I
talking
don't
about
want
Noisy is
league.
she's talking about metas already.
I don't
in the
want
alpha. You see
high-end
the top
league
right,
features
it is
into
alpha
the
gameplay.
casual
The
play.
devs are watching
If,
it.
for example, if having the score on the screen bothers everybody, well then let's take it out, because that seems like that's primarily for competitive play, so you can know always where you're going. When I'm playing, I just want to run around and shoot people. I look at my kill to death ratio, but I don't care about my points as a team. If I was playing with a team, maybe I would. They do in COD Mobile.
I tend to
Adam,
agree with you.
They do in COD Mobile. You can change the HUD in that, because they want you to be able to control where you place your guns and stuff for maximum comfort. I understand that. I hope they do.
Yeah, the 3D
I
audio.
hope they do,
talking about
but
the
I don't
directional
think they
sound
will.
And how,
But
what is the,
as I was
gotta
saying,
look this
they
up. I
need
have
to
all the
remove the
sheets in front of me.
competitive
What was the thing where it's
aspects
like
from
focuses
Call of
more
Duty
on
and
what's
put them
happening
into
near
a
you, which sounded
separate
awesome.
category.
Where did I have that? Hold up. I have so
Black
many
Ops 4
okay,
did that
this, the
with league
priority
play,
system. So the new
but
threat
they should
priority
do that
audio
with
system
some of the
dynamically
features.
assigns priorities to
They
various
should do
sounds during
that
a
and
firefight, ensuring the player
take
hears all the
away
sounds they
the,
need to be successful.
you
I
know,
think that's
the
awesome.
scoreboard
But just to
or
focus on,
whatever,
like, the key couple
or
of
certain
things you
features
really
that
need to hear during
just
a
kind
gunfight.
of crowd the
Yeah, I mean,
HUD
you
that
think
we don't
about,
need.
like, in the
'Cause
past of score streaks going
you know,
off. Streaks going
There's a
off.
lot.
You having to heal.
I just think
It
that
feels
casual
like this
people don't
system
need
is gonna
skill-based matchmaking
try to-
in all of their
what
games.
do you need to hear? What is
and
gonna
we
help
don't
you
need
most?
to know our competitive scores and
audio
just
obviously
certain
not
things
the-
like
not
that.
the
It's
easiest
not.
thing
I
to
don't
nail,
think
but
it's
it's
that
cool
big
to
of a
see the
deal
new
for them
tech
to
coming
do
into
that.
play
But
from
maybe it
Treyarch
is.
for this
But
particular
then again,
title.
these are just the little things that we grow used to with the current COD, and then
all
we
I
see
keep
the
thinking
next
about is,
COD,
like,
and
when
then
the trailer
we
came out
complain
today, where's Battle
and
in
get
the
hyped
Doomsday?
for it.
I'm very excited for that
And
film, Joe. I'm sorry.
It looked incredible. Not as incredible as this game.
That's
though.
pretty much
I
that.
That is
cannot
true.
lie.
That is true.
But I'm bored with Shane, London Royal Ravens coach. He used to be a pro player. He is in a pretty intense lobby. It looks like this is a close game, 58 to 57 with a minute left. He's got the 74 out. But yeah, you can sort of see the slide mechanics.
Yeah, customization. A lot of games think that players want
But it seems like
to.
it's gone up a little bit slower maybe than last
A lot of
year,
games
but
think that players want to be able to control every aspect of the game. And no, I agree, Ben. I agree. You do get used to them, but it's still, I agree. But a lot of people think that, or a lot of developers think that players want to control every aspect of the game. Really what we want is to be able to customize it, to have to be able to make it look a certain way. But they think that we want to control every single element of gameplay and gameplay mechanic style. Like in Black Ops 4, in the zombies mode, every gun was the same. I could customize every gun to be the exact same on every single map and use only the OP weapons so that I, was successful. But in Black Ops 3, I could get what are those two pistols called in Zetsubo Noshima, or on Revelations you could only get the Peacekeeper, or that like laser pistol, or the Banshee shotgun. I like when they add individuality to each map and don't make everything about customization. Sure, you can let me customize my character or the gun itself, like the way it looks, or the HUD, but I don't want everything to be customizable and then be able to apply it to the same map, to every map. Fortnite isn't real. I mean, Fortnite isn't like better or worse. It's just a different game. But I think Fortnite has revolutionized the industry. I really do. I believe that. I think that they've done a lot for gaming as a whole. So I feel like the revolutionary aspects of having a battle pass, the free-to-play thing. I think they're more fair with their microtransactions than other companies. I still think that they're overkill, but they're a lot more fair. I think they've done a lot of good stuff. Plus, it helps them support Unreal Engine, which helps support other games. So I think there are a lot of good aspects of Epic and Fortnite. But, I mean, whichever game is... Yeah, they made cross-platform a lot more available. When people started realizing that we could do that, we were like, wait, why can't we do that? You know, why haven't we done that before? So there's just so many aspects of Fortnite that have pushed the industry into a new direction, and I think that's really commendable. I think that's really freaking amazing. And they also changed the standard of how many, like how we perceive updates in video games. So Fortnite updates with seasons and treats their game like it's a living and breathing thing. Whereas before we would just get the game, play it, it would get DLC for like a couple months, and put it down. I like games as a service if it's done correct, if the game fits that model. Not all games are like that. Like if God of War, yeah, I think that's crazy. Yeah, Adam, 100% right. 100% right. That's awesome. I don't think every game should be like that, of course. Like I said, if God of War all of a sudden became cross-platform, multiplayer, battle pass, you know, that would be stupid. Because that's not the type of game it fits. And a lot of people were really hoping that Black Ops 4 was going to be the Call of Duty that kind of lived and breathed like Fortnite, but surprisingly it's been Modern Warfare. And so hopefully Call of Duty now, Cold War, can take aspects of all the games in the past and push it into a product that is totally fair for consumers. So we'll see. Yeah, Avengers, I don't think they really did. I don't really think they did a good job. Apparently the single player campaign is kind of fun, but after that it's just like a grindy mess. Well guys, I think I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, sliding is in the game. Sliding is. If if I make a video, I'll say it in the next video, but I think actually I'll just send it to you guys now if you guys want it. No, there's already gameplay out there, but there was leaked gameplay of the Miami map. Sliding is confirmed, all that stuff. The being able to use both hands, so like you can shoot and throw shit at the same time. All those features are coming back, just like from Black Ops 4. It's just gonna feel a little more weighty, like kind of like Modern Warfare. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this stream. I just wanted to cover the live event. We did that. Probably make a video about zombies a little later. Work on Gorod Krovi review. And look at getting new computer because I literally, my PC sucks. And Max, for the 400th time, never banned you. I don't care about banning people because I think it's stupid. So I'll talk to you guys in the next stream or the next video. I appreciate you all for hanging out. It's been a really fun stream. It's been my favorite stream so far. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.
And yeah, you can see, I know we've seen a couple looks at it, but like